Hi, welcome to the party. I'm going to show you 10 of our favorite books today. It changes daily, but these are the ones today that the kids helped me pick out that they said are their absolute favorites. So, just going to give you a little sneak peek into those. This is our number one seller. It's All Better, and it has reusable stickers, or band-aids, I guess, not stickers. And they are sticky on the side. If they become not sticky, you just run them under cold water and let them air dry, and they are sticky again. So you go through, and it's about these 5 animals that something happens to them and they get an owie. And then you take their band-aid and you kiss it, you clean it, kiss it, put a band-aid on it, All Better. So you go through and do each of these, and at the very end, it tells you that they know what to do, and now your kid does too. And my kids love this. They have it memorized. They can read it to themselves. And even when they get hurt, they always like kiss it, clean it, put a band-aid on it, All Better. So we absolutely love that one. This is one of our new favorites. It's been out for about maybe 4 months. It's about this little book monster, and he loves to eat everything in sight or nibble on it. So he's in his cage. He escapes from his cage. And it talks about everything he likes to nibble, but his favorite thing is books, and he gets out. As you can see, there's a hole. He nibbles through the page, and he gets into this book, so you have to try to find him somewhere in this area. And then he nibbles his way into different stories, into Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and he changes the story, and then he nibbles his way out, and he gets to Little Red Riding Hood, and goes through and changes that story as well. Nibbles his way out. And the same with Jack and the Beanstalk. And then we catch him. You gotta shut the gate on him, but don't ever take your eye off him, not for 1 second. And then you open it, and he's nibbled his way out of the book, so you have to find him. But this is one of our favorites. It is that we read it over and over and over and over again, but we absolutely love nibbles. This is a classic story. It's the Peek Inside. We have a lot of these, but it's the Peek Inside fairy tale. We love it. It's a classic. I mean, it just doesn't change the story at all, but it's the way it's illustrated, and these 3-dimensional pages just make it awesome, and the kids love it. So if you need some classic stories, this one is interesting to the kids. If I cannot get this open, there we go. So you go through, and then, so I mean, we love it. Another Peek Inside, this is our Lift the Flap series, question and answers, what makes it rain? And it goes through and it talks about rain. It does different questions, different answers. My kids love it. They're afraid of storms, thunderstorms, lightning, and thunder. And so this really helps them kind of know what's going on. It's not as scary to them now. They still don't like it, but so it goes through rainbows and the sun, lightning, thunder, wind, and snow. And they're all tons of different Lift the Flaps on this one. Going along with the kid, I love our combined volumes. This big book of little stories, we will sit down and read the whole thing in one sitting. They love it, and we can't stop, and the illustrations are beautiful. Some of them are classic stories. Here's the table of contents of what's in there. And it comes with a little strap, so if you are like us, read the whole thing in the one sitting, you can mark where you left off. But we love this one. Another one is this 5-minute bedtime stories. Sometimes bedtime is hard because we want to read and read and read. So this one is perfect because we can say one story, and it's 5 minutes long. There's not as many pictures in this. Here's the content page. There's not as many pictures, but there are still some. So it does still hold the kids' attention, but it's kind of that, it's not fully illustrated on each page, but it's a really good, it has that soft, foamy cover. If you have new readers or ones that are just starting to get into chapter books, my 5-year-olds love these Hey Jack series. There are a few pictures in it, and it's really easy to read, so if you have beginner readers, this is something they can be working on to read. There's about 3 chapters, I think, in each Hey Jack series, but it's really good moral stories. It teaches them honesty and values. I've been really impressed with these ones. This, if you've been to any of my parties, you've seen me highlight this, is probably one of my favorites. It does have the QR codes, which I love, because as you find something, so this seashore life, you can scan the QR code and it brings up a video about seashore life or volcanoes erupting or whatever it may be. But this is beautifully illustrated, and it's informational and it's fun. But I love the QR codes. I love that the kids can just scan and it brings up videos that they're learning. Our See Inside series, we have a lot of these. This is the See Inside Your Body, and it goes through and discusses your body and teaches them about what's going on when they eat, how they're breathing, which has kind of helped my 5-year-old. Just had a attack, I guess. I don't know what you call it. I never had to deal with it, but an asthmatic attack from the allergies. So this kind of was easy to help explain what was really going on and why he couldn't breathe. It talks about the blood, the bones and muscles, and again, there's over 150 flaps in this whole book of just different informational things, brains, and then senses. And then it ends with going to the bathroom. So they love anything of our Peek Inside or See Inside that have the lift the flaps. They absolutely love. This one is the Big Book series. We have lots of these ones. The Big Book, we have Big Book of Machines and Spacecrafts are the ones we have. But it has these huge fold-outs. Let's see if we can show you. That make it huge. It explains every part of the spaceships or these rockets. So it's very informational, but the kids love it because of the fold outs, really. So this one is another big one that does everything, and then on the back side as well. You just fold it back in. So these Big Book of whatever you want, those are awesome. So those are our top 10 today. They change every day, like I said, but that's today's top 10. If you have any questions or need to see any books, let me know and I can make sure to find those. If you book a party for August, I'm giving you this book. This is part of the party if you meet a qualifying order, which isn't hard to do. So if you would like nibbles, book a party, and I will give you that book for free. So I will see you. I'm going to be posting a couple more things each day until the party, but we'll see you next week at the party.